this muscle building stuff that Arslan was busted for, how is that going to help you win Tekken tournaments? What the hell does that have to do with Tekken tournaments? I mean, I'm assuming he's not banned here from any tournament. This isn't stuff that's going to enhance his performance when he plays a video game. What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and now we're gonna talk about something super random, something I heard about on my stream a few days ago, that Arslan Ash, the greatest Tekken player of all time, 5 EVO titles, pride of Pakistan, but he was gonna get banned from esports because of doing supplements, doing gear, doing steroids, taking PEDs to perform better. But so here's his response. I want to address the ongoing discussion and be fully transparent. Back in 2021, during the COVID lockdowns when esports tournaments were on hold, I started going to a local gym in Pakistan. Like many others, I just wanted to get fit, build a lean physique, which he has. He's really gotten into fitness, posted a lot of like, pictures on his progress and everything, and looking good, Arslan. Well done. A trainer there offered me what he called supplements. That doesn't sound shady at all. Shady guy at the gym offering you supplements that would help speed up the process. That sounds awfully naive if Arslan didn't immediately start thinking this might be juice, steroids. Trusting his advice, I paid some money, unaware that what I was given contained banned substances. Fast forward to the end of 2022 after winning at IESF. I think that's the International Esports Federation, that is. I was tested, and that's when I found out the truth. That I was taking... I wonder if he wasn't expecting... Who goes to a Tekken tournament expecting, like, piss tests? Urine samples? What I was taking were actually substances that are banned in sports competitions. That was the first time I realized what I had taken. The test was conducted under the regulations of WADA, and I was judged according to Olympic level athlete standards. I think they listed the PEDs they found in his system, and I believe it was like, stuff bodybuilders would take, like, stuff you shouldn't take, like male hormones, stuff that's going to build muscle. When I studied law, did 2 years, dropped out, college dropout, I always heard about students there, they would take like almost ADHD medication, which I think is amphetamines, variations of amphetamines, Adderall, stuff like that will like heighten your focus. Or people just take a lot of caffeine, drink a lot of coffee. This muscle building stuff that Arslan was busted for, how is that going to help you win Tekken tournaments? What the hell does that have to do with Tekken tournaments? And that's why it's kind of weird to see people say, oh my god, strip him of his titles. He's been on gear. He's been juicing. How is that going to help him win Tekken tournaments? And of course, you can't do this stuff if you're a physical athlete. You compete in regular sports. But we're talking esports. I'm even surprised they do this level of testing at esport tournaments. He was tested according to Olympic level athlete standards. I want to be clear, this was never intentional. I was misled, and unfortunately, like many others, became a victim of a gym culture where substances like these are sold casually with zero guidance or education. Well, to be honest, the thing is, when a shady guy is offering you stuff at the gym, supplements, he sells them to you, you gotta be real careful because he could be giving you anything. It might not even be, supplements or PEDs, could be straight up poison, could be super dangerous, hormone regulating stuff. Don't do that. And don't do steroids. As soon as I understood what had happened, I stopped immediately. Since then, I've joined a better gym, okay? Taken full responsibility for my health and educated myself to ensure this never happens again. Let me also make one thing absolutely clear. This has never been part of my esports journey. I've been winning international titles like EVO and many others long before I even stepped foot in a gym. My success in gaming is and has always been built purely on skill, hard work, and passion. I hope this clears up any confusion. Thank you to everyone who continues to support me. It means more than you know. It's so good that he's transparent with the stuff. Awesome, but he clears it up. There's no confusion. I mean, I'm assuming he's not banned here from any tournament. This isn't stuff that's going to enhance his performance when he plays a video game. This is meant to build muscle. Was he insanely naive here? Absolutely. But something also has to be said regarding like juicing. If you go to YouTube, and you know, I've witnessed this, I'm sure you've all seen this. You go on YouTube and like every short you recommended, every video you recommended of a fitness YouTuber, they all look like Greek gods. I don't know, I just feel like everyone's on the juice these days. And of course, you know The Rock is on the juice. Mike O'Hearn, like famous fake natties. They pretend they don't do stuff, but they're like 50 years old and plus, and they are huge. Or like Hugh Jackman, you know, Wolverine, who he gets older and older, but he also gets bigger and bigger, which is kind of weird considering when you're my age, 40 years old, your testosterone has been proven to drop at like 1% for every year you age. So with time, you shouldn't get bigger, you know, like The Rock, Hugh Jackman, and of course, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Chris Evans on the super soldier serum. Like, roids are everywhere in Hollywood. And even guys you feel are like, they're not that big, could be on the juice. It's very sad that like, it's getting so skewed now what a male is supposed to look like, you know, and male body dysmorphia is turning into a big thing now. Everyone wants to get jacked. Everyone wants to get huge. It's just changed so quickly, the idea, I think, of what a male is supposed to look like. But yeah, make no mistakes, like roids come at a cost. Don't do steroids. You know, it's like that saying, the candle that burns extra bright burns twice as fast. Steroids heavily impact your system. You know, your cardiovascular system, it enlarges your heart, it kills your liver. You know, it's like poison. Yeah, it takes years off your lifespan. And it's a shame so many guys seems to be dabbling with it. It's a shame. But so yeah, Arslan Ash did some PEDs. He did some roids to get bigger. You know, that's his thing. He's completely transparent about it, which I think is great. And I don't think this impacted his Tekken performance at all. I think you could probably argue the opposite, that it could affect him negatively, cognitively. I just wanted to touch upon this quickly because a lot of people have been discussing it. And yeah, people on my stream say, oh my God, is he legit now that he's done this? And I just don't see how this would affect his Tekken performance. Like if the best chess player in the world, Magnus Carlsen, did testosterone, you know, male hormones, steroids, like would that make him a better chess player? Like, I feel like the answer is, of course not.